couple weeks into camp. You just mentioned to your team that this week is going to fly by and it's going to be game week. What have you done so far in the first 2 weeks, and where do you hope to be, say, by this time next week?
Well, I think the consistency of practice has gotten much better, as far as the effort and the execution. So it helps having a quarterback that's been there and that understands what we need to do on offense, and having a veteran defense that understands the calls, and helping the younger guys to get acclimated to the practice tempo, because they're not used to this from high school. So that's what the first 2 weeks has kind of been all about, sharpening up the edges this week a little bit with a little less contact and a little bit more, just getting out here and making sure we dot our I's and cross our T's.
You mentioned a scrimmage on Thursday afternoon, and you'll have some officials out here to help these guys. Is that something that you need to do prior to that first game to get them acclimated to being with officials on the field?
Yeah, always. I think timing, play clock, things like that we haven't really had out in practice too much. We've been monitoring the alignments and those types of things, but until the officials are out here really telling them how to do it, then they're really not going to know. So we have to bring them out, give them the update on the rule changes or anything that they're emphasizing this year as well.
You had one guy on the offensive side of the ball that you could take a look at and say these first 2 weeks he has really risen to the cause. Who would that be?
Well, I don't know if I'd say it, but Cam Nash has been outstanding this last 2 weeks, and Devin Lofton are two guys that are just really exceeding everyone's expectation. Carlton Steers had a great camp at tight end, and it's really given us a really high expectation for that position. And Malik Rush, coming off his freshman year, has really had a great camp so far.
You mentioned Jake earlier at the quarterback position. How much does it help him to have two running backs like that who are stepping up? Does it take a little bit off of his shoulders?
Of course, yeah. It helps the line too. It helps the line to become a better line when you got a back that, if you're not perfect, they're still going to make yards, and I think those two guys are certainly able to do that. And on the defensive side, I think Carlton Nash has really stepped up at the corner position, along with Grant Ibe and some other guys. Where that's the area we really need help in, and everybody else just kind of sharpening the sword right now.
How about the front of that defensive side of the ball? A lot of familiar faces. How much are you going to lean on those guys to get it done?
Oh, we're going to lean on them tremendously. We got to get pressure on the quarterback, got to stop the run, and those are two things that happens in the front seven.
What happens after this upcoming weekend? So you'll have that scrimmage on Thursday, then you'll have the weekend, and we're going to play on Friday night, September 2nd. So when does your preparation for Lafayette start?
We're going to start a little bit this week, and then we're going to get after it on Sunday with a great practice. We'll go, Sunday through Thursday practice. A little lighter on Wednesday and Thursday as we get closer to game day.
Are these guys getting to the point where they need to see somebody else on the other side of the ball?
Yeah, the chippiness, the little fights in practice, those types of things you got to break up every now and again. They're happening a little bit more frequently right now, so we need to get to somebody else. So September 2nd can't come quick enough for some of these guys.
Well, this could be your first non-100-degree day of camp so far, so practice again this afternoon. What will you guys look to do this afternoon?
A lot of special teams this afternoon. We're going to get out here and kick the ball a lot and make sure that our timing on those special teams are a lot better than they have been. Those are some areas we really need to work at.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you on Thursday.
Thanks.